A female prison officer who slept with an inmate up to 40 times over a 6-month period has been given a suspended sentence. So Cherry Ann, pictured there, has been given a suspended sentence. But listen to this one, people. Bradley Trengrove, the inmate who she's been sleeping with up to 40 times, is a convicted rapist. This prisoner is a disgusting piece of work. He is serving a 13-year extended sentence for the rape of a woman and activity with a child between the years of in 2013 and 2014. Now, to get a 13-year extended sentence, obviously, it has to be a serious and grave crime. So believe you me, he is a bad predator. And this imbecile, should I call her, Cherry Ann Austin Saddington is her name, but for the purpose of the video, I'll just call her Cherry Ann. And they didn't half pop their cherry together. But normally these cases, you say, well done to the prisoner. I mean, she's a good-looking lass. And she's going with someone. By the way, this was in HMP The Vern as well, which is a offender prison, a bacon prison, I'll say. Because I can't, as you can see by the terms that I'm using when I'm saying S or rapist. If you're new to the channel, I've got to use these terms on here, otherwise YouTube will flag it up and you do get warnings. And by the way, before I get into it even further, 100,000 subscriber plaque. So you've got to be careful with your terms on here, otherwise you won't reach that level and YouTube won't allow your videos. But she is 29-year-old working inside of HMP The Vern, a bacon prison. Now, what 29-year-old female would even find him attractive? Look at his face. But being in prison for those sort of offences, a hairy ape of a woman and activity with a youngster, what a sick, depraved individual. Now, why on earth does this 29-year-old good-looking lass find that type of person or that type of predator? How can she find that type of person attractive? To sleep with him 40 times inside of the workshops. She even smuggled in a mobile phone and a syringe so she could artificially inseminate. Is that the term? Artificially impregnate herself with Bradley's you-know-what. She actually got pregnant to him, but she lost the baby. And obviously she was found out for this. But like I say, she was taking other illicit items in to this predator. He could have been looking at all sorts on that phone, what she took in. He would have been looking at depraved shit on that phone, what she took in. She knows exactly what he is in for, because every prisoner has, I believe it's a P16 pages file, say what you're in for and what you've done whilst you're in prison. So she knew exactly what he's in for, and she still fell in love with him. When they looked inside of her phone when she got raided, his number was saved, the one that she took inside, and in the number, under the number, it was saved as my husband-to-be. How on earth did she think they were going to have a happily ever after? Even when he got out of prison, if she had his kids, he would not be allowed access or see the kids. What would he do to them kids in later life? Is she thinking about any of this? But she's getting a suspended sentence. And I done a video a few days back on the governor, Kerry Pegg, who got a 9-year sentence. At least she went with what I class as a normal prisoner, giving him his jollies whilst he's in there, which I don't mind that. You know, He's a normal, what you would class as a normal prisoner. This other one is a bacon. And I'm sure everyone watching this will know exactly what I'm getting at. Going with a bacon is different to going with a normal prisoner. She got 9 years, Kerry Pegg. And I did see in that video, it was a bit outrageous, a 9-year sentence. Obviously, she's a governor, they're going to set an example. But what about this one? Oh, it's just a bacon. We'll let this one go. She's getting a suspended sentence. But it did say the mother, she's already actually got kids, because it says the mother of 3 found herself wheelchair dependent after her partner awoke to find her on the floor in February 2024. And this is the reason why she's been given a suspended sentence. But I actually didn't read that bit when I'm just going on to there when it says her partner, so she's obviously now with somebody else. I'm surprised unless she's getting with him after all of this has went on. But it hasn't took her long to jump into another man's bed, has it? Unless it was the same bloke while she was working inside the prison, which I highly doubt, because if he found out, or if you found out your missus, who was a screw, was going in and banging a bacon, I don't think he's still going to be with her. But it goes on to say, in some of the messages, they formed a very intense and infatuous relationship. She takes full responsibility for what she did. She is very ashamed and upset. But this bacon of a prisoner did actually get time on top of his sentence. He was sentenced for his role in the affair. He was given a further 2 years and 3 months on top of his original sentence. Now, I find this highly contradictable. I mean, she's been given a suspended sentence, fair enough. She's in a wheelchair now. But the prisoner, even though he's a bacon, has been given 2 years, 3 months, I think it said. 2 years and 3 months on top of his sentence. Now, it's fair because of the type of offender he is. I'm not disputing that. But why should he get time on top when she's the prison officer? He's in there serving a sentence. Obviously, if you're a straight man in prison, you haven't got a partner on the outside, female prison officers giving you advances. What are you going to do? Refuse it? I don't think so. You've been in prison a long time, especially a fucking bacon. These type of prisoners are fucking wired up differently. He'd probably be wanting everything on 2 legs. And she's come along and he's jumped into the fucking bed with her, done her 40 times, and then he's been given jail. Obviously, keep him in prison for the rest of his life, as far as I'm concerned. He's a fucking bacon. But giving a prisoner time on top isn't very fair, to be honest, because anyone in that position would do it. It's her, the female officer, that's betrayed the position of trust and flaunted it in front of a prisoner. And obviously, he's going to take his opportunities. Like I've said, anybody would if you're a straight man, single, in prison. To be honest with you, the majority of people in prison, even if they had a partner, they'd probably be doing it as well. But I just thought I would bring that to your attention, people, because I find it highly controversial that she's had an accident, she's in a wheelchair, she's been given a suspended sentence, but yet Kerry Pegg, the prison governor, got a 9-year sentence for something very, very similar, doing the same sort of thing. And she was given that type of a sentence, which I thought was quite outrageous, a 9-year sentence for that. But anyways, I just thought I would bring that to your attention today, people. Hopefully you are still enjoying the content. And all of you that are subscribed to the channel, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And if you're not already subscribed, because believe it or not, a staggering 50% of people who view this channel are still not subscribed. So go down, double check, and if you're not, hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you are wanting any workout plans or nutrition plans, hit the link in the description. My online personal training and fitness plans are on offer at the moment. So if you're into that sort of thing and you want to better your life, hit that link, people. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.